So this summer, we are celebrating 15 years anniversary of our academy.
Yeah, it's been 15 years since Team Passos has been a thing, and what a wild ride it has been. We actually didn't even start out with the plans to open up a Jiu-Jitsu academy. I was doing my undergrad in business at the time. You were teaching for years and years at other people's academies, and we figured, hey, why don't we just for fun give this a try, see what happens. And
here we are. So it was quite interesting because when I moved to the US, I was working landscaping and Chuck E. Cheese, and I would have one day off a week. Then I would go to this academy and I would only train. And then eventually start getting another opportunity for me teaching one class a week. And slowly opportunity was happening and open where I was teaching twice a week, 3 times a week. And we came one day and we're just talking and we're just dreaming like we always do, dreaming about life, what can we do and how can we create things to exercise the things that are burning in our hearts. And then one day we were like, why don't we open our Jiu-Jitsu Academy? And it was a perfect combination because Jiu-Jitsu is a big passion of mine. Teaching Jiu-Jitsu is a passion of mine. And you love the idea of business development. So then we started.
yeah, and who would have known? So just reflecting over the past 15 years, kind of where this has taken us, and an affiliation that's been international, you coaching at some of the top stages of all of Jiu-Jitsu around the world, and then actually you just got back from the Amazon pretty much this week, right? Yeah, it's been this week, where going all around to train up and strengthen Jiu-Jitsu leaders of social initiatives in some of the most marginalized communities. And when I reflect on all of those, I think that the thing that I love the most, so like you said, I'm passionate about organizational development. The first question everybody asks me is, do you do Jiu-Jitsu too? The answer is no. But I am super passionate about Jiu-Jitsu and the academy, and the reason why, and I think the highlight for me personally over these 15 years has been to see just all of the students from diverse backgrounds coming through these doors and seeing an organic community and really a family that is developing for people that otherwise would never have contact with one another, that probably wouldn't have found themselves to be friends outside of the mat. And now we're seeing people connecting even off the mat and being even a support network. Families getting together, the barbecues and job openings, and it's just been fun to see just organically how this network and truly a family has taken place. And I think that's been my favorite thing to watch over the years.
Yeah, and exactly what Amy is saying, I think that is actually our biggest accomplishment, right? That's the thing that it burns the most in my heart, and I believe on Amy's heart too, is this idea. I love Jiu-Jitsu, I love teaching, she loves the business development, all of that, but in the end of the day, the foundation of everything is people, our love for people. We constantly say that it's not about Jiu-Jitsu, right? It's always about people, it's always about relationship. We talk about the academy is the platform, Jiu-Jitsu is the tool, but the goal is people, the goal is developing and strengthening relationships. And we have seen so many lives being transformed, including ourselves. Our lives being transformed inside of the academy. Based on the relationships that we have. We've been blessed to have tremendous amount of people coming, different variety of cultures and languages and from all over the world. And we're learning experience, we're learning about their culture, and those things really enrich who we are, enrich our business, and we are happy for that. But more important than anything else is really enriching us as individuals.
Yeah, to that point, really, when everybody wants to talk about transformation and growth and personal development, and it's actually been proven. I think I was reading neuropsychologists were talking about that growth and transformation and even healing on the personal level, and then even the community level. It happens in community, in relationship with other people. We can take courses all day, just us in front of a computer, but it really growth and development happens with connection and in community with others. and it's the platform of the academy that we're seeing this transformation and this growth take place in all of the students' lives, in our lives, in the coaches' lives. And I think it's just been so rewarding, and really in terms of when you're talking about accomplishments, this has really been a testimony of all of the students, all of the coaches, of what everybody brings to the table when they become a part of the academy. They're the ones that are creating this culture themselves, and we're just doing life together. So that's really, I think, as we just reflect on these 15 years, just how grateful we are for every single person that has been along this journey with us, for students that we still have students that were training before Team Passos became a thing, that they were training with you at previous academies. So, I mean, we have students that have been training for like 20 years. Yes. And then just those that have moved away or those that have recently started, just every single person that has walked through these doors has left a fingerprint and has really helped create and build this. And this is, really we look at it as still just the beginning. That's where this has been birthed. The Dream Root Leadership Institute is a nonprofit that really was birthed out of this academy, where now we get to strengthen Jiu-Jitsu initiatives in like the underserved communities. But it was been fun to see all of the students just come together for this cause and to create something so much bigger than any of us could ever accomplish on our own. And really, we're just getting started. It's going somewhere. We're along for the ride.
Yeah, and it's this thing about, we are constantly learning, right? We're constantly doing new things. We talk about some of the competition that we had as an academy. That was some big accomplishments, some of the growth in creating Jiu-Jitsu World Champions, that we're able to do this within our academy. That was a big accomplishment. The affiliation and be able to travel, or the opportunity to allow people that want to volunteer at the academy to exercise their gift of teaching here at the academy, and from those gifts, on those tools they're learning here, applying that outside the academy, even with the students and the way they're training, and all of the lunches and time together that we had with each one of them. And it's been an absolutely reward. We also cannot forget that a big thing that we are very grateful and proud of, that in these 15 years we have been doing, is actually the Brazil trip.
Oh yes.
The ability or the privilege that we have to bring a group of students into Brazil, into my country, into my culture, to learn about the culture, learn about, experience food and friend and where it come from. It has been a big mark in our academy. Matter of fact, we're going to be doing a Brazil trip this year that we are very excited about that too. And, it's more than doing Jiu-Jitsu, right? We're doing life together. Some of the students are training here for, 8, 10, 12 years. So more than Jiu-Jitsu, we're doing life together. We have seen people get married and having kids, and some of their own kids going to college and having those conversations and strengthening each other. It's been a true blessing for all of us.
Yeah, I think that's what's been fun too, is being able to do life together, as you're saying. And then really our heart is, how can we offer, really this academy is us opening up our home, but how can we offer this as a platform for other people, like you said, to give room for them to express their gifts and their talents, their passions, and to contribute their vision and their skills, that they can grow. And so our heart is that anybody that would walk through the doors, that they would find a space here that they can contribute, and then for anybody to leave better than they came. And for how can we just pour in as a team, as a leadership team, as students, as a community, just to pour into each other, and so that we're all strengthened. And yeah.
And to conclude, I just want to thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your life. Like we always say, we're not just training Jiu-Jitsu, we're not just doing activity together, we're doing life. And we don't take for granted all the sacrifice that you make to be part of our academy. It's a true honor and a privilege that we can do life together, learn from each other.
Yeah, so again, thank you to all of the Team Passos family, past and present, for being a part of this journey with us, allowing us to be a part of your all's journey, your family's journey. And yeah, happy 15-year anniversary.
Yes.